Evidently, there is a new trend on the right, and no, I'm not referring to the sombrero memes. No, it's going sober. They're apparently increasingly trying to clean up their health a little bit by weeding out the alcohol as well as a lot of other things. And it's not just them. Now, they're the loudest about it. You can't go 5 seconds online without hearing "Make America Healthy Again," which I just think is ironic considering every single one of these people complained about vegans being too talkative about the whole thing for decades. But now they're talking about it constantly. It isn't just them though. When you take a look at Gallup polling on do you use alcoholic beverages or are you an abstainer, the number saying that they use the alcohol is now down to 54%. And there have been dips before, back in the 80s, back at the beginning of the 90s. But it is noticeably lower than it was over the past 10, 15 years ago. And I think there's a couple of potential explanations for that. I mean, one is that it is more expensive to drink than it used to be. Everything's more expensive. And in particular, if you want to drink out and about at a bar, at a club, I mean, that's just, I think, unaffordable to a lot of people. And we don't even go to those places as much. And so it might just be that there's less social drinkers because there's less socializing going on. But I also think it's possible that this is a health thing, that people have a renewed focus on their health, although not necessarily at the same rates across genders. Women have actually dropped the rate at which they're drinking more. Women are 11 points less likely to say that they're drinking since just 2023. Men are 5 points lower, and that is a pretty significant drop off. Now, when you look politically, it does seem like kind of a Maga thing. Republicans are 19 points less likely to drink than they were. Democrats just 3 points less likely. Now, is that a thing of maybe, remember Trump says that he doesn't drink. Maybe that's an inspiration to them. Although they do seem to like Pete Hegseth too. So I think those inspirations could work in opposite directions, I'm not sure. And what's interesting is that there had been a big spike in drinking back in 2020. Something was going on that I think led to a lot of people wanting to dull their nerves and their ability to follow what was going on in the world, I suppose. That of course being the pandemic and also the last year of the Trump administration. People drank as a result of that, and it's since been going down. Now, I think people are saying that Christian nationalism becoming more common is leading to it, that, the puritanical sort of Christian-y thing, that might be part of it. And I suppose that's true. More and more right-wing podcasts hyper-focusing on what you're putting into your body. That could be a part of it, because it's not just alcohol. There's more and more right-wingers that are saying that they don't want to take like seed oils or artificial dyes or whatever, although they sure do like to pop an ivermectin from time to time. But anyway, that could be a part of it. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. now, very popular on the right. And so all of these are good potential explanations, and people talk it up. Steve Bannon has said that none of my core team of colleagues under 30 drinks. And some of them, like Natalie Winters, doesn't drink for health reasons, also doesn't wear perfume, consume seed oils, or drink fluoridated tap water. Each of those are equally beneficial to your health, I'm sure. But I just want to point out that regardless of the explanation, could they at least acknowledge that they mocked leftists for years and years and years over this stuff, like being concerned about your health, about the alcohol, sugar, red meat? I mean, there have been a lot of people who've taken their health seriously. And I know that they just coming out of the pandemic now care about it because it seemed to provide some sort of intellectual underpinning to be anti-vax. But could you admit that we were onto something, that being concerned about all this stuff wasn't just gay or whatever, like you might have declared in years past, including the exact same right-wing podcasters were saying this at that time? I just think that would be nice and might actually bring us together, which would be nice in these trying times.